Babe, guess what? My show at Radio City, September 22nd, sold out. So we're adding the theater at MSG, September 23rd. The pre-sale is happening right now. Use the promo code Chrissy at chrisdcomedy.com.
And I'm telling you right now, if you go to chrisdcomedy.com, I'm doing all of Florida in March. So just go find a city in Florida. I'm doing it. All the shows almost sold out. September 22nd, Radio City Music Hall, New York City, almost sold out. We might be adding a show September 23rd in a New York venue. So just go get the tickets for Radio City now. And then I have all other shows. I have Boston. I have Austin, Texas. Go see all the dates. Vice Land TV Network. Tuesday, March 7th, 10 p.m.
Imagine you were going up against me.
Oh, my gosh. So you got your week. Tuesday, March 7th, 10 p.m., Vice TV, my new show, Super Maximum Retro Show. We talk everything 70s, 80s, 90s. It's an amazing show. It's fun. And then you're watching Practical Jokers Thursday, ChristyComedy.com, SalVolcanoComedy.com, Tig on OnlyFans. That's where you'll find us. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Chrissy Chaos. I'm Chris Distefano with the glasses, the new Dahmer. I feel good. I have my guest today from the music world. We got new Rory and Mal. Got a dope podcast.
Way to say it, Mal.
Yep. Rory and Mal. Because here's the thing, because if I say Mal, then the Spanish audience is going to think I'm saying Rory and bad.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Mal.
Maybe they think you were Bad Bunny today.
So so my we got a lot of Puerto Rican fans.
Yeah.
There's one of them just rang the bell.
Yeah. Delivery.
And so we're here. We've been here. We just got here. We have Mal, aka Mal, is on an 8-day juice fast, so you know he's angry. And Rory's urinated 3 times in 10 minutes.
That is true.
Something's going on.
No, I have the bladder of a pregnant woman.
Diabetic.
No, you literally, you pee like me, dude.
Yeah.
So my mother's a diabetic, and when I was a kid,
Shout out diabetes.
for sure. Type 1, type 2.
Oh, type 1?
Type 2, take a walk.
Type 1, those are the real motherfuckers.
For sure.
With type 1.
Yeah.
She used to take me to the doctor all the time because I used to pee all the time, and apparently that's like a diabetes symptom.
Right,
So
it is.
she would run, be like, "You have diabetes." I'm like,
Well,
"No,
what were you
that's-
diagnosed with? What is you just?
Oh, ADHD.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what happens a lot because I pee a lot too, and I was like, "What? I have a condition." You know, you think you have like an STD, but they're like, "No, it's your overactive mind." It's
Is
just
that really
causing
what
you
it
to
is?
Pee. Yeah, no, seriously. Just,
Oh, wow.
But when you pee, is it clear or is it yellow, like dark yellow?
Depends the day.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to be dehydrated.
Well, I don't juice like him.
Well, I was
so-
gonna say, dude, you're juicing now. What does your pee look like? You just pee this plant?
Yeah, just it's pure plants I'm peeing right now. Usually it's clear. Sometimes you get a little hint of green in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the challenge for the juice fast? Why are we doing it?
I just like to reset from like eating all
It's transitioning.
year. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm transitioning. I like to reset and eating a whole bunch of shit all year. So it's like kind of just flush yourself out.
So yeah, and then you must be taking fluorescent shits.
You know, after I'm juicing for 12 days. After day 4, you don't shit at all.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Clean butthole.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah.
It's like hard to shit.
Wait, so a 12-day juice, and then you're going to do that, and then whatever. It's not about weight loss then. You don't care.
Well, you lose weight,
Of course.
but it's waste. It's a waste loss.
Waist
Oh,
loss.
nice.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
It's like a waist trainer.
exactly.
There it is.
Your version of BBO.
12 days. Because, dude, 12 days to stick with that, you have to be angry.
Not angry. You find little pockets to kind of like isolate and don't exert your energy. Don't be around people that might get you upset because you're on edge. So you find it's a whole. You got to find your center.
Have you found that has Rory pissed you off a little more in the last
He
few
pisses
days?
me off every day.
Yeah, I did that
Even when
before
we
he was
don't
a
speak,
vegan.
I'm just I'm in the house like, oh, fucking Rory.
I say things. I'm like, "Are you fussy today?" And it sets him off.
Men can't be fussy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know that I could. The fact if you're gonna by the way, you're gonna make it through these 12 days. I can feel that you're determined to do it.
Oh yeah, Friday is the last day. So I'm pushing through. I'm standing strong. I almost broke last night during watching the All-Star game.
Because why? You just were pissed off at it?
No, I wasn't pissed off. I just feel like I wanted a pizza. Just
Right.
pizza and a game sound. It
Sports,
goes together.
yeah.
Sports and
I'm
pizza.
done with the All-Star games.
what's
for
vegan
every
pizza
sport.
like?
Yeah?
I'm done with all of them. It just annoy me.
The
It's
NBA,
like,
the NBA All-Star starting to feel like the Pro Bowl a little bit.
yeah, it's just like, just stop.
Yeah.
Why even do this?
Yeah.
We know who the All-Stars are. We know that, was it this year where the starters voted in by the fans?
Yes.
Yes.
And
So
then
we
they
know
did like
China's
a draft.
voting them in.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I don't, it's just my vote doesn't count. It's the Chinese runs the NBA. I'm just,
And
the
the Jews.
MLB All-Star game sucks. The Pro Bowl sucks. They're all, you know.
The home run derby is still exciting.
Home run derby is dope.
They have to add steroids though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They need to bring them back.
You know, that's what I've been saying. Why not? Why are we at a place right now in sports where we're banning steroids?
I agree.
It's your responsibility as as the kids' parents to be like, if you can do this, but there's going to be this bad benefit, that bad benefit. It's all cheating, whatever.
Yeah.
Why just fucking let everybody juice? I'm paying. If the Garden and Yankee Stadium is now charging me $300 to sit in the nosebleeds,
Yeah.
I want you on a little bit. Not this juice. That would suck. Wow, could you imagine having one league on steroids and one league on this juice?
Yeah. That's what judges on.
Oh my God. But I think everybody should be on steroids.
I agree.
But you play. See, I agree. I don't mind baseball players being on steroids because it's like I don't know if steroids helps you with eye-hand coordination.
Good point.
But now you played basketball.
I
Chris.
did. Yeah.
If somebody's
Division
on
III.
if somebody's on steroids playing basketball,
Yeah.
it's totally different.
Yes, it looks weird.
Yeah.
Totally different. So no steroids in basketball.
Yeah.
Steroids in baseball is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you manage a jumper when you're on wind
No,
stroke?
there's no jumpers. Everything is to the rack.
Do
I
you
do
think that
think-
young kid? There's no way Irish people jump that high. Who's the kid that won the dunk contest?
Mac McClung.
He's got to be
McClung.
on something, dude.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
fucking way.
But
As a 100% Irish blood, I know none of us can jump that high.
See, Matt McClung, he's one of those, he's the first, at least for me, the first guy that I heard about through the internet. Because I
Okay.
remember whatever it was a few
Seeing
years
his
ago when he was in
highlights.
high school,
Yeah.
he was putting out like these Instagram videos that went viral of him like, 360 windmilling and all that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so now the internet is, because here's the thing, right? Basketball or any sport, it's definitely objective, but the best person doesn't always make the team. It's promotion. You got to, back in the day, you'd have to get to the certain camp and promote, unless you're like LeBron level where the whole world knows who you are. You got to be like, I got to get my eyes in front of the coach. Now it's about like going viral when you're a high schooler to potentially put yourself in the D1 scholarship or the NBA. And it's like, I'm conflicted about it.
Well, he plays in the G League. Yeah. And they had to compete with the YouTubers that have all the crazier dunks than the NBA players. And they're like, well, we have this kid under contract. Let's bump him up and put him in a
Matt
Sixers
McClung
uniform.
is not in the actual NBA?
No,
He
plays
has not
for-
played one
He plays
single NBA
AAA
game.
ball
The
for the
Sixers.
Sixers.
The Sixers signed him. They brought him up. They called him up from the G League just so he could enter the dunk contest.
And then he's going right back to the G League.
Yeah, and that's only to compete with the YouTubers because they have no contracts on the YouTubers that dunk better than the league.
They might let him. They might let him stay on the bench with the Sixers for about a week or two.
Yeah.
And then
They have
send him
to.
back.
He could Jeremy limit, just 1 week we like him.
Yeah, I don't know even how I feel about that. I also think too, with the 3-point contest and the dunk contest, I understand there's no incentive for the main athletes, the big guys like Steph Curry and these guys to have to do it, but I think they should. I think at this point you're taking so much money from the fan that you should have to. You have to get the best ones out there.
There's only two options at this point. Either they have to make the All-Star weekend in locations where the players want to be. Like a lot of players, because they have now 7 or 8 days off, they would rather go to Turks or go to the Bahamas for 5 days,
right,
as opposed to going to Salt Lake City. So if you move the All-Star weekend to
Drake's house,
the islands, or
Seriously.
Drake's house,
there's a court there,
or pay them more.
Right,
you got to pay them more for All-Star weekend.
For All-Star weekend, yeah.
What if Steph Curry said, "I'll do the 3-point contest. You have to sign up for my Patreon first, though."
Oh, his Patreon.
And we
will
watch
go
Steph
crazy.
Curry's Patreon.
His Patreon will go crazy.
Go through the
It
roof.
will go crazy. Absolutely.
Dude, they should start doing. I would like to see some of these professional athletes like go play a game in Taiwan, go play a game in Kabul, Afghanistan, and let's see what I would like that. Let's play for your life a little
On
bit.
the Gaza Strip.
Play for your food.
Yeah, play for your food. Let's play. Hey, listen.
Choose Israel or Palestine.
Yeah, exactly. Who do you got?
Yeah.
Go play in Kiev, Ukraine. Let's see. I want to see how that goes.
Do you really support the troops?
Yeah.
Go fucking play over there.
Is everybody? Yeah.
Stop playing in Paris.
Everybody. Yeah. I mean, that would be hilarious. Fucking Kyrie gets traded to Kiev.
Yeah.
He would love it.
He
Kyrie's
would.
that type of guy. He would love it over there.
Yeah, see, the thing is with me now, it's weird. Because I just made a choice in my life because I got my kids. I was just getting too stressed out, getting sucked into social media. So I'm on social media, but I'm not. I have somebody runs it for me. So I'm always posting my content, all that, but it's never me. I don't look at it at all. So I have been
It's a terrible excuse to say that your girl went through your DMs.
I know. Well, yeah.
No, I used to say, social media, it's not for me anymore. Yeah.
I don't like where this thing is going.
No, I can't.
Yeah. That was dude.
No, she took your phone and she knows the passcode. I understand. I've been there.
Yeah. She's but what's happened now is I'm so I love sports, whatever, but the NBA All-Star game, I knew it was last night, but I was like, you know what? I don't even, because I've just been off social media, not knowing what the news is. I'm starting to hate ESPN.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I don't want to hear anybody's political views if they're not a politician.
Liberal.
I don't give a shit at all why ESPN is even talking to me about what they think is right in fucking geopolitics on the other side of the world. I couldn't care less about what some idiot.
Shut up and dribble is what you're saying.
My glasses are saying that, not my mouth. No, but it's like, I just think like there's a lot of times where I'm like, dude, you went to the fucking Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I have to hear about your sweeping views of what you think, why Putin's. Shut up. Just what's the score of the game? Yeah. So I've gotten a little bit out of it. And like, and now though, what I've realized is like, the players' personalities were so much a part of why I'd root. Like, are you mad at, LeBron for this? Or are you mad at, Kyrie or Steph for this? But now it's like, I've just made a decision where like, if I don't personally know you, I have zero opinion about you because I don't know who you are, man. I'm getting little snippets of you. Like people will, on my group chat, my boys, they'll be like, Kyrie, what a cancer. I'm like, dude, you don't know Kyrie. You have no idea who Kyrie Irving is. You've never met him. You will actually never even get within 20 feet of him because you're dirtbags.
Yeah.
So
or Jewish.
So yes. So now I'm like, good. I like that one. See, you would have to clip that out of your Rory and Mal podcast.
No,
what? Here we'll fucking put that in the beginning.
This lead with that one.
This is MAGA Mal. Trust me, we don't clip shit on our fucking
MAGA
podcast.
Mal. Welcome. Yeah, I'd love to have you on Staten Island.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So, but it's interesting, like when you kind of get out of like, and it's just watching the game. That's why I think with the All-Star game, it's like, I don't care about like what so-and-so said. I'm like, I just want to watch them compete hard. That's why I've been watching college ball.
Yeah.
College ball is like, if you like basketball, women's ball is really the best to watch.
Children get taken advantage of, is what you're saying.
Well, no, now they make money, right?
I mean,
with the NIL and all of that.
Yeah, they'll make a little bit of cash now.
Get paid for your likeness.
Is it tax-free though? I feel like the IRS has to hit those kids over the head for their meal plan.
100%.
Yeah.
When was the last time you dunked?
Dunked? Okay, so interesting you bring that up. So I have not dunked a basketball since probably 2010, 2011, but I've made it a goal this year by July 4th to be able to dunk a basketball at least just one more time in my life. So everything I've been focused on in the gym with a trainer is just been focused on getting my hops back because I just want to be able to dunk just once. Now, I don't know if we're going to get there. It seems.
How far are you?
Honestly, bro, I can grab the rim now.
Okay, but I can't get the ball over it.
No, but dude, you don't understand.
Like still though, to be able to still grab rim.
Yeah, but if you're gonna dunk a basketball, you have to be like over the rim. Yeah. And I can't. And it just, I looked back at like because basketball was my entire life. Like I was like, like it was everything. But I was, Division III player. I was like Jim Boeheim, legendary coach of Syracuse. Once I went to the Eastern Invitational basketball camp, and he was like, you know what it is? You know what your problem is? I was like, everything. He was like, you have a Division I jump shot and a Division III body, so you're just nobody's gonna select you. I was like, oh great, so I'll just give up. He
and
was
once
like,
Jim Boeheim
do some
tells you that,
so I did. I was like, all right, so I'm just gonna go to school in Brooklyn where I'm live.
Where'd you play?
St. Joseph's in downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, you guys playing like Bishop Laughlin's gym or something, right?
My freshman or sophomore year, yes, and then we wound up getting our own gym.
Nice.
Actually, no, you're right. My whole 4 years we played at Bishop Laughlin. As a matter of fact,
it's a good gym though.
As college men, one day we scrimmaged Bishop Laughlin and they beat the shit out of us. Yeah,
but wearing purple.
Yes. Oh yeah. Wearing purple and gold. But basketball was my whole life, and I'm like, oh, I want to get back to that. But then you realize, like, dude, the dedication that it takes to be a good basketball player is like, dude, you can't just juice and think you're going to be. No, dude.
No.
Yeah.
So, but you guys,
Kyrie fasted last year, and he played great.
He fasted for what? For the playoffs?
For the Ramadan.
Oh, Ramadan. Hakeem Olajuwon did that as well, and he dropped buckets on the Knicks.
Yeah.
Judging by his name,
so
I
you
would
can
assume.
do it. I mean, you just have to be a certain level of discipline.
Wait, Kyrie is Muslim?
But I don't know if he's Muslim, but he does fast. He does. I know he follows the Muslim faith and religion.
But he's not official.
I don't know
he
if
has
he took a
Muslim
shot.
tendencies.
He's associated.
He has Muslim
tendencies.
He's Muslimish.
Muslimish,
Yeah.
which is good. I like that. Do you guys play any sports?
Used to play basketball.
I ran track
Yeah.
in college.
Used to.
Track in college?
Yeah.
That's a white, very white sport.
Well, I was a
Cross
sprinter.
country. Cross country. You know,
Yes.
cross country is as white as it gets.
Do I look? I do
Take him
give
to Van
cross country
Cortlandt and
vibes.
let him
don't
go
I?
crazy.
Listen, because for us to be eligible to practice in the fall, we had to be on the cross country team.
Yeah,
and you had to run in one meet, and the one that was closest was Van Cortlandt Park.
Cortlandt.
So
Oh, you're from the Bronx?
No, but my college was in Jersey City, and that was the closest cross country thing at the time.
Yeah.
I was conceived in the Bronx, which my parents
from-
told me.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
even know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Parents
I thought it was weird that my parents told me where they fucked and had
It was
me.
a cold, lonely night on Webster Avenue.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
it was in Kingsbridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Kingsbridge. I'm sorry.
off
I
the
thought it was
one.
Webster.
Could not.
And we had to run up that fucking hill in Van Cortlandt.
Yeah, I know.
That's
So
like a
everybody
mountain.
does
No one
cross
told
country.
me there's a mountain in the Bronx.
Absolutely.
I saw, we pulled this up. I saw this last week. An American cancer patient has developed a permanent Irish accent. How sick is that? This guy, it's a legit, this is a real thing that's happened now. His American cancer patient has developed an uncontrollable Irish accent, and it's some neurological disorder triggered by his immune system. Could you imagine?
I'm
Mal
offended though.
He's just you come into the podcast with him one day and he's like, would you like a bit of butter on a scone? And you're like, what? Stop doing that. He's like, would you like to go to Dublin? And you're like, are you okay? He's like, I have cancer.
That's Mel Gibson, I think. Isn't it? That's what happened with Mel
If you
Gibson.
came in with an Irish accent, could I say the N-word? Would that be a fair trade?
You would have to say it in the accent, though.
Which accent?
Bronx
A
accent.
southern
You
accent?
gotta say it like you're from the Bronx.
Just watch Bronx Tale.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Shout out Bronxdale. Shout out Chaz Palminteri.
Speaking of, you said Staten
Classic
Island.
movie.
Classic.
We should take Mal, because I'm serious. He's MAGA Mal. It's not a joke. We should take him down Victory Boulevard or Richmond Avenue with a Make America Great Again hat, and just watch
Let's do it.
Dude, the amount of free shit
the amount
you
of
get?
people Mal would get.
Yeah.
because
They'd
he'd be one
"Your
of the
money's
good
no
ones.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Not here.
Yeah.
They'd refer to him as one of the good ones.
Are you one of the good boys? Yeah. Did you vote for Trump?
No,
Are you going to vote for Trump?
if he gets I wouldn't vote for Trump. I think he's just too problematic and he's a little like, I feel like he's dividing people a little bit more now. I do not mind DeSantis though, if he made it. I'm not saying I'd vote for him, but I don't mind him as much. I think if it was a good matchup, because I think Biden versus DeSantis, I mean, who the hell knows? But DeSantis seems like he would just be better off. But if it was Kamala versus DeSantis, I think we have a good fight. I think we have a good fight, but I still do think DeSantis wins.
I have not seen Kamala since she said we did it, Joe.
But she's
I have not heard from her. I don't know where she's been.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've been in Turks.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Why, you voted for Trump?
No, I never voted for Trump. But I will.
You would, yeah.
If he's on the ballot. I don't know.
Well, I do think that, just politics in general now, it's gotten a little like obvious. Here's the thing with me with politics is I know probably, all these atrocities are happening and our presidents are doing crazy things, but I don't want to know about it. Like when people are like, well, Obama imprisoned more people than Trump. It's like, maybe that's true, but every time Obama came on, I just felt safe. So I'd rather kill as many people as you want. Go kill, put kids
so you like to be lied to?
Yeah, put kids in camps. I don't give a shit.
For sure.
Okay. I literally, whatever you're doing, I don't fucking know. Your
Kids
job,
love camp.
Your job, exactly. I love camp. Yeah, let's do it. I got my first blowjob in camp.
Yeah.
First-hand job for me too. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but my thing is like, don't tell me about it. I hate that the curtain's pulled back.
Can't fill
I
it.
don't want to know. I don't want to know the cookies are made.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I like to know what's going on. Like I love going to restaurants where you can see in the kitchen.
Right.
Love those places.
But
That's what I like.
But they clean those kitchens for presentation.
They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
You
I
don't
want to
know
go
what's
into the
going
kitchen
on.
you can't see.
See, I don't like that. I don't know.
I like when sometimes the bathrooms, like you have to go through the kitchen in those dirty restaurants,
Take a
and you
little
really
peek.
get to see where the fucking fries are made.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Okay.
yeah,
I want to see that part of the White House.
Every comedy club, to get to the green room, typically you walk through the kitchen, and that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as comics, it's like a lot of times, like, I can't tell you how many times I've walked through a kitchen and go to the green room, and I've had like the flu.
Yeah.
Like a full-blown flu, sneezing on everybody, everything. Many times have had COVID, just walking right through, coughing on everything.
How many times did you have COVID and didn't tell anybody you had COVID?
No, so actually, then
It's time for all of us to admit it.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
so I actually...
How many times could you not taste anything and you was at work?
Dude, I was one of those guys. I survived. I did not get COVID. And it was around us so much. Everybody was getting COVID. I never got it. until July of last year. I finally got hit. I got hit, and my father was staying with me, who's a diabetic, who's got like all these health issues. And you know, my stepmom was there, and she's like, "You got to get away from your dad." I was like, "Absolutely." And my dad was like, "I'm not turning my back on my son now."
Yeah.
So he was like literally like sitting at my bed with me for hours. I was like, "Dad, I have full blown COVID."
Yeah.
He was like, "I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be by your side."
Old
I was
school
like,
father.
I was like, "Dude, you're gonna be dead in 3 weeks." He was like, "Probably."
Mask below the nose.
Yeah,
just
he
right
didn't
over
care.
you.
But I have actually only had it knowingly once. Did you have it multiple?
I never had it knowingly.
You never had it?
Never.
had it.
Anytime I had to get tested for, like if somebody around me had it, and I'm like, fuck, let me go get tested. Negative. Never felt anything. I may have had it and was asymptomatic. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the juicing. 3 or 4 times I think I've had it.
Wow, so you keep getting hit.
And I did the He Who Smelt It Dealt It to our entire staff last December, and I'm telling you guys on microphone now, I blamed it on Damaris. I already knew I had COVID. Damaris on our show, we went to Atlanta, we came back, I knew I had COVID, and we recorded anyways, and Damaris hit the group chat and was like, "Hey guys, I have COVID." I was like, "Me too, what the fuck, you didn't tell us?"
Yeah.
Mind you, I know I was the spreader.
Yeah.
No, I never had it.
Yeah, man.
Dude, COVID, here's the thing. COVID,
You guys are fine, right?
COVID kind of like, it kind of reset like a lot of things, like I guess because of, you know, the world, everyone being home, whatever. But now you start, I wonder what, because it was comedians always, you know, getting in trouble for jokes from back in the day, whatever. But now it's starting to happen in the rap game. Right now, in music in general, now you have to kind of be responsible for what you say. Not as much as comics, but it happens.
Tweets being canceled and RICO charges are a bit different.
Two totally different things.
Yeah, they're not going through Young Thug's tweets.
Yeah. Oh, Young Thug's in big trouble, right?
trouble.
He's like going to go to jail for life, right?
It appears that way.
I don't know about
I
life.
hope not,
He's
but
gonna
it
get a
appears
lot.
that way.
I hate to say it. You know, I hope that it's not. But I mean, he has so many people in his camp that are telling and working with the authorities, and it's just
Damn.
They don't even want those guys. They really want him. So it's like,
What is it? Was he? I don't know the story. Is he being accused of murdering someone?
Yeah, there's a lot of crimes and things that happen in the Atlanta area that they it was gang related stuff. So they're just trying to get to the bottom of that. They're calling him the leader. Now he has people in his camp that are pointing to him as the leader and all of these things. So
Damn.
it's just not looking good.
Snitches. Well, the thing is too, though, like, I get it. Like, I get this debate because a lot of times comics, like when it would be at the Comedy Cellar being like, you know, how come, you know, Kevin Hart can't host the Oscars, but Eminem's winning a Grammy, but he said he was, you know, wanted to kill people and put his ex-wife in the trunk. And I was like,
Well, it rhymed.
yeah, that's what I said. It was just creatively, it was like fun to bop to.
Yeah.
But now I feel like it is, I kind of like, there was a thing I saw a couple of weeks ago where, and it may have happened long ago, but I only saw it now because I'm off social media. Snoop, you know, they asked on Power 105, like, "Hey, Snoop, how do you feel about calling women like bitches and hoes now?" And he was like, "Fuck that, I said it," which I was like, you know,
Yeah.
Respectable.
I respect that.
I like
shit.
that, yeah.
Where it's like nobody's caving.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to see is a rapper giving I don't need an apology. I don't
No.
need 15 bars of an apology.
No.
I don't need that shit at all.
And if you think like "Ain't No Fun Unless the Homies Can't Have None" is essentially about gang rape.
Yeah.
That entire song, if you think about it.
Dude, Homeless Pimp was on tour with certain rappers that we won't name, where he was like, dude, I was a witness to multiple crimes.
He's in the
There's a
RICO
homeless
charge.
pimp.
Yeah, the homeless.
Yeah, shout out College Park.
Shout out, yeah.
I believe they're in the RICO case with Young Thug and
Homeless pimp? I don't know if homeless.
College Park.
Oh, College Park. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, Rico that's an old school mafia one. Rico
Yeah.
just used to go after these glasses, but now they're going after
Those
everybody.
are definitely Rico glasses, right?
100% Ricos.
Yeah.
I've started to realize my age versus my love for hip hop is starting to change because I'm such a hip hop fan. I was fuck the police, all that type of shit. The older
That's
I've
funny
gotten,
you saying that.
Yeah, I know, of course.
Fucking
Like I say,
diabetic white Rory. Fuck the police.
Yeah. At
I'm
camp,
running cross country.
at camp getting hand jobs. Like, oh, she touched it.
Yeah.
I've noticed that as much as I was on that side, the older I've gotten, I pay mortgage now. Like, I want my tax dollars to work.
That's what happens.
I read that Young Thug case, and I was like, get these menaces off the street, man.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think what happens too is like with life, society, what's happening now with our generation of people is people having children later in life, which fine, I get it. We're living longer. I get it. But the byproduct of what's happening is now you have a lot more time on your hands to be upset by things, to consume things where normally, like me as a father of 3 children, I have zero time to know what the hell's going on everywhere all at once. I can't because you got to focus on your children first. And then, like you said, it starts to make you think like, okay, hey, wait a second. your world gets a lot smaller when you have a family, and you're like, okay, I know I want to protect, I want to suck in all these problems from all over the world. I want to be angry about everything, but it's like, listen, my kid needs to fucking eat her French toast sticks. I need to keep my kids safe. I need to keep my house safe, and then I can worry about the next things. So you're starting to get this like generation of people, in my opinion, that just have too much time on their hands. They have too much energy. If you're getting in the best shape of your life in your mid 40s, that's weird to me. Where it's like, dude, what, you don't have any kids? Like you should be at your cardiologist once every 6 months by the time you're in your 40s, which shout out my cardiologist.
You're talking about me. So
do you not have kids?
No.
Oh, I thought you did have kids.
No.
I thought that's why you were late. You were dropping your kids off.
No.
Who out of the two of us, who do you think is 40 out of the two of us?
Honestly, who is 40?
Out of the two of us.
Out of the two of you, what's what? Well, give me both your ages. One's 40 and one's what?
32 and 40.
One's 32 and one's 40? Okay.
I mean, I set this up for an easy.
No. I still don't know. I'm going to say, who's 42? I'm going to say that you're 40 only because I feel like you're wearing those New Balance and those socks. Not ironically, you wear them because you have foot issues.
Well,
orthopedic
there
issues.
might be some Dr. Scholl's in the soles here.
Do I
I've
have
had
it
that
wrong?
since I
Are
was
you 32 and he's 40?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Dude, you look like shit.
And I do skincare. Can you
Wow.
imagine if I didn't do skincare?
You look like you almost look like a Civil War face painting that like got a
for
shape
sure.
up.
Yeah.
Right? Like a little
Absolutely.
bit. Like if I saw him
He has a museum face.
He does have museum face.
And you're like,
you're 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
41.
41.
Yeah.
It's the juice, baby.
It's the juice,
Yeah.
baby.
I mean, or the melanin.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
Melanin helps.
The melanin plus the juice.
Yeah.
white
Melon
does crack.
juice.
I do kind of
Melon
look like,
juice.
you know, in the memes when they take old Civil War shit and like put shape ups on them and like gold chains. I do look like that. Now
I
that I
know.
think about
You're
it.
museum face for sure. You look
Do
like
you
you
want
put a
kids?
sailor hat on. Yeah.
You do?
I want a family.
You want a family?
I want a family.
So you
Republican, nuclear family.
Yeah,
dude,
no,
absolutely.
love it. Hello.
Democrats splitting the families right
Yeah.
now.
This is my guy.
And Maul will not stand for it.
We're more alike than you think, Chris.
No, I know. No, seriously, because you would think that he's the one. Because you have a bit of like the Republican storm,
Yeah,
the
for
Capitol
sure.
face.
Absolutely.
But it's really,
I mean, listen, I got to touch the Declaration of Independence. It was a beautiful day.
It is
Like, no
great.
one talks about, I'm a history buff. No one talks about that side of it.
I got to touch it.
see, because you have to pay, I think, to get into the Capitol for a tour.
Yeah, well,
Do you?
unless you're with Trump, you know.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We went up there and we're like, you know.
So wait, so do you want? But so you want a family, and so this has all been by choice. No
Yeah,
kids.
absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So I didn't realize that. But you don't give off vibes. You don't give off those vibes like that. You're like mad about everything all the time. Like you kind of, even though you don't have kids, you seem like mature enough where you're like you're careful with your energy.
Oh, absolutely.
I wish he would get
100%.
outraged more at this point. He's
Right.
I get outraged about weird shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Stevie Wonder not getting a Lifetime Achievement
oh
Award.
my God,
He should have.
my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit soon.
Yeah. Why does he not have a Lifetime Achievement Award?
Well,
at least for being disabled.
a lot of people say because the first year that
Checks the boxes.
they did the BET Awards, they did honor Stevie Wonder the very first year, but it wasn't called a Lifetime Achievement Award. It was some award that they gave Stevie Wonder. I'm like, no. Don't give him the first year introductory award
Bullshit,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, no, give him the real rollout. Have other artists
Yeah.
come out there and honor him and celebrate him, and
Yeah.
then give him a big glass award that he can't see.
Yeah.
I like this guessing game we're playing. Who do you think out of the two of us sang background for Luther Vandross in the Harlem Boys Choir?
Listen, knowing the Harlem Boys Choir and knowing Luther Vandross, I know it was you, Rory.
Yeah, that's
I know it was you.
That was an easy one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty sick.
He's
you did that?
background.
Wow. For
Yeah.
Luther Vandross?
Yeah.
Shout out. Talk about diabetes.
Yeah, Big Luther.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Luther.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Big Luther.
R.I.P.
Vandross.
by the way.
Absolutely.
Now, who do you think was in the background of a BET cipher with Tech Nine and MGK?
Tech Nine and MGK?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to go you. Yeah.
As soon as you say MGK, it has to
With a
be wrong.
Slowbucks t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And a G-Shock, a white
I
one.
heard MGK's got something with his Megan Fox went through his DMs.
Oh, yeah?
I supposedly Megan Fox went through his DMs and found some things, but it's also like, what are we thinking here? Like, what would you think MGK wouldn't be DM? He's MGK.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get why people even get mad at this stuff anymore. I just kind of feel like, you know what? If you want to cheat on me, good. I'll just fuck it. Life's too short.
But here's the thing: if he was to go through Megan's DMs, he would fucking cry.
He would see a lot of messages from
He would
Rory.
cry. Yeah.
A lot of left unread messages.
She's hot.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm in her comments
dude,
for sure.
Fucking smoke shows.
She's hot.
I went to Puerto Rico, and I was at the same I stayed at the same place where they got engaged at, and they showed like the area where they got engaged, and like, you know, she was sitting right here, and I was like, I want to smell that seat.
Yeah.
I instantly thought I wanted to smell that seat.
Yeah, she looks like she smells like lavender.
Did you see MGK's interview with? Well, you weren't because you are not on social media. The Grammys when MGK was on the red carpet.
No.
As someone that's like a big mental health advocate, I felt like MGK was exploiting the shit out of that. He got on the red carpet and did an interview and was like, I have too much anxiety to do this interview. Like, I'm really scared right now. I'm looking at my girlfriend. Can you please leave me alone? Like,
and then people
just
felt
don't
bad
go
for
on the
him.
fucking red carpet, man.
Yeah, why are you there?
Listen, here's the thing. I also, mental health is a big thing. I get it. It's people are talking about it now. I get it, but you can't just use mental health as every excuse all the time for everything. It's like at some point you have to just be like, guy, just stop being a fucking pussy, please.
Right.
At some point, you have to just. And the thing is, you can't say that anymore. Like, you can't.
But why not?
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like everything was so much of a. It was just better. It felt better when you can just say what you wanted to say.
All right. The nights are getting longer, but the breeze isn't the only thing that's going stiff. Yeah, Violet. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. You know me. I'm Chrissy Blue Chew. I love it. I've been using it. What it is, if you don't know, if you're living under a rock and you don't know what Blue Chew is, then here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my erection to lift that rock and educate you. Because Blue Chew, it's a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost, because a lot of us can't swallow. You can take them anytime, day or night. You can plan ahead, be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. You just go to bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive prescription within days. The best part, it's all online. No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no one waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA. USA. That's why I love them, and they are prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. Now, right now, if you want to benefit from the extra confidence Blue Chew has to offer, all you got to do, you can try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code CHAOS at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com. Promo code CHAOS to receive your first month free. BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the episode.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I should be allowed, if we're going to be freedom of speech, I should be allowed to say what I want to say. And then you have a choice to accept it or not accept it, but you have to allow me to say it.
Yeah.
Where now it's like we live in this thing where it's like people, that's why I think the mental health crisis is going up too, because you can't, again, I don't know much, but like none of Ben Simmons' teammates could go up to him and be like, guy, get in the fucking game before I slap the shit out of you.
Right.
Get in the game. And because you think Michael Jordan would have allowed, no way. Michael Jordan would have been like, listen, you fucking
punched him in his
asswipe.
face already,
Yeah, which, and again, fine, but it's causing all, because it has that effect now where it's like now everybody's just going to lean on mental health. It's like also MGK, I know you have mental health issues. Look,
He's talked about it before, which I think he's being genuine. But at this
Of course
point,
he is.
like, you don't even need to do the interview, let alone be on the red carpet.
Right.
Like, they set that whole shit up prior to.
Yeah.
Just fucking say I don't want to do it.
Just I want to do it. Yeah, that should be okay. I'm not going to do it. Yeah,
And who in 2023, who doesn't have some mental health?
I'm a fucking mess.
Everybody
but
has
I
mental
have
health.
bills. So, and we had a
the thing.
therapist on our Patreon last week, and he kind of killed me for saying I think there's value in shame. I think shaming people to a degree, there's some value in it. You need to tell people when they're fucking up, and sometimes it's not in a nice way.
I tell my kids
You're an
all
adult.
the time.
Get your shit together.
No, they finally like jujitsu. That finally first sport I found I wanted them to play. Do what I did: basketball, baseball. And my father was all about pushing me and all that. And they just didn't like certain sports, but jujitsu finally they like. And I told my 7-year-old daughter that she just is not good at it. Like, she just sucks at it. Like, the coach was like, you're doing great, honey. And then when we got in the car, I was like, here's the thing, you're not. Okay? You got rolled by a 4-year-old with autism. So you got to just fucking honestly, you got to stop. If you're going to take this seriously, we got to take this seriously. And then she ran right. And to my girl's credit, she ran right to mom. Because, again, this is the children condition to do. Be like, Daddy was mean to me. What did he say? Jazz, she says it, and Jazz like, if daddy's there watching you and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, then he's right. Maybe could have used different words, and I'll speak to him about that.
The approach could be different.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's like I grew up with a father that literally, to practice jump shots, we would be out, shoot 1,000 jump shots a day, every day, and then the last 100 shots, he'd come out with this broom to like mimic like a 7-footer and just hit me in the side with the broom, shots over the broom, like things like you can't do at all today.
Right.
So it's like I'm thinking like if I'm just going to use words with my kid, that's way better than my father. But like I don't want my children to think that you're just going to participate and that's enough. If you can participate in that, it's great. But don't like you got to work hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw a quote the other day that said if we start to teach kids meditation and things like that at the age of 7, 8. By the time they're adults, the entire world will be completely different.
That's what I do with my daughter every day. We meditate for 5 minutes. It's very difficult for her, but we do it every day because, we got, I was raised very Catholic, like as Catholic as your face, like real Catholic.
Yeah. No, peace be with you.
Yes. And so, but now just the kind of, me and my family, we don't really practice so much. We kind of felt fraudulent to like make my daughter go through her sacraments. So instead, we still have a relationship with God and spiritual relationship, but it's through meditation and things like that. I mean, dude, I'm this close to doing ayahuasca with my kid.
Now that I don't recommend, but that's kind of crazy.
No, they give ayahuasca. There's a tribe in, I want to say India. No, not India. Maybe it's Peru, where Eden's from. I think that in Peru, they give a newborn baby fresh out the womb with still placenta on it, a shot of ayahuasca, so they connect with their spirit molecule right away. I'm almost positive.
So we should microdose with toddlers, is what we're saying.
Ayahuasca your kids.
Yeah.
That's interesting. How long have they been doing that?
No, from the beginning. Because there was a tribe, or maybe it was Greece now. I don't know, but there's a group of people, BC times. I forgot what their names were, but they were known, whatever the term for them was, translated into these people died before they died. So they died before they died, and then they would come out.
Is this the plot to Lost?
Yeah, already being dead, but being amongst the living. And what a lot of historians think is they were taking ayahuasca. So they were connecting to that DMT spirit molecule, which secretes when you die.
Yeah.
And they were finding that, connecting with that, and then moving on through life as like these shaman that were known to die before they died because they said that they saw this light and all these things, but they think it was ayahuasca, ancient ayahuasca.
I talked on our last episode, speaking of diabetes and this type of shit. My dad has a theory that witches were just diabetics. They had low blood sugars, they were going fucking nuts, and they got burned for being type 1 diabetics. And he believes that wholeheartedly. Well, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. He believes, and listen, my mother, when she has low blood sugars, I get it. Yeah. She's a fucking witch.
You're acting like a witch,
Number
lady.
one, your dad is now invited to dinner at Staten Island. No, but number two, that is, I didn't hear the diabetic thing, but in the Salem witch trials in the late 1600s, there was a root growing out of the ground that causes like hysteria in people, and people were eating it in the Salem, Massachusetts area at that time, and it mainly, I forgot what the sprout was called, but it mainly affects women's brain chemistry more because it attaches more to estrogen receptors than testosterone receptors. And it was, they believe, like science now believes like it might have had something to do with that.
My dad thinks if you just put a glass of orange juice in a Kit Kat, there'd be no Salem
full.
Trials.
That's all you need.
That's all. Yeah. Just a glass of orange juice. Blood sugar will level out.
Changes everything. Yeah. That helps everything.
Give them some Kit Kats. No one's getting burnt.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Here's the thing. If are you really a history buff? You guys really like history? Both. So we love it here. We do the Christeries on YouTube every week. And what I'm finding, I've loved history for 20 years, but dude, it always repeats itself. Like,
absolutely.
As puritanical as we're becoming today was as puritanical things we're getting to back when they started burning people alive. It's like, don't think just because you think we're in the most advanced part of society now
there's something
that our minds aren't archaic and we'll go right back to shit we used to do.
Absolutely.
Like it is, we could be living in a time where absolutely another Holocaust happens. Absolutely, people start getting burned for their beliefs. Like that, bro, if you told the people living in 1855 America that, hey, in 10 years you're going to have a civil war, like a full-blown civil war, they'd be like, no, what are you, fucking nuts? With this? Because to them in 1855, they're like, we're the most advanced we've ever been. Everything's fine. War was years ago. But then, boom, war. It's crazy, dude.
But we have fucking drones, which is terrifying.
But here's the thing: if we're gonna be in an active war zone, if America's gonna become an active war zone,
on, dude,
you
I
want
saw
it to
the
be
balloon.
today. No, because at least you're not gonna feel it. At least you get hit with this drone. You get a nuke right through the middle of your chest. We're all evaporated.
Yeah.
I don't need to be hacked to death. I don't need that.
You want to go right away.
Yeah, I don't need to be in Nanking in the 1930s and have a Japanese soldier hack my arms off in front of my family.
Well,
I don't need to be a fucking torso.
Algorithms are the new mustard gas.
Yeah, seriously. Tweet it.
When my phone's listening to me and I get an ad in my phone, it's the same thing as mustard gas to me.
Yeah, no, that's true. Pimp brings it up a lot as well. It's just different algorithms. It's just now we have this algorithm, but like 100 years ago there was another algorithm. There's always ways for people to preach hate. It'll just always happen. Now
Every era, they were the most advanced. Like their era was more advanced than the one before them, and that's just what we're in.
And then look at us today, right? You know, the top scientists, the top of the top scientists, like the Elon Musks of the 1500s, genuinely fucking believed, like they were teaching the kids, listen to me, I know this for a fact, that it is the Earth, it is the sun that's revolving around the Earth.
Yeah.
We are the center of the universe, and the sun, we got proof. And now you look back and be like, what are these fucking retards? No.
Yeah.
And so
Pluto's not a planet.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
And so imagine now, 200, 300 years from now, how dumb we're going to look to the
Absolutely.
scientists of that day.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, I think we're the most advanced we've been technology-wise. We're probably the least advanced as human beings.
Yeah.
Ask someone to go change a fucking tire right now.
They can't do it. Ask them
But
to do
we're
a
the
math
most
problem. Yeah. Dude, you
Seriously.
guys are best friends. You don't know each other's phone numbers.
No,
No, I wouldn't even.
Absolutely
Are you
not.
646, 917? What are you?
917.
You don't know each other's
You look
phone
like a 347 guy to me.
I'm
Though.
a 917 guy.
No, he's an. Are you kidding? 347. No, you look like a 347. That's a 917. He's a 40-year-old black man from New York. That's a
I have
917.
my house phone number was 718. Don't even start with me.
Oh, really? Are you? What borough are you from?
Queens.
Oh, what part?
Bayside and then Hollis.
Bitch.
Yeah.
No. Bayside is Queens. If you don't know, for the people who are out in the New York area, Bayside is in Queens, but it's so far at the end of Queens that you're like, is it really Queens?
I mean, you can walk to Long Island.
That's the thing. You're kind of you're almost
Yeah.
like getting sucked into Long Island.
I mean, once they put the railroad stop there, though, we felt like we were
you're
part of the
from-
tribe.
I'm from the Bronx, Harlem.
From the Bronx, Harlem.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When you say,
Which is
hey,
like Bayside.
When you say, hey, I got two guys from the five boroughs, and you got him from the Bronx, Harlem, and you from Bayside, people be like, I don't think he's from New York City.
Yeah. We were juicing before it was trending.
Yeah.
100%. Y'all started juicing.
Yeah. No, but that, see, and that's, I think, I'm, from New York too, Queens, Brooklyn area. So I think that with being New Yorkers too, like we're at the forefront because we see like the change happens like so radically here first. And we have so many different groups of people that have to like coexist with each other. But when you get out of this and you start to go to like the middle of the country, it's terrifying to see like not the low level of intelligence because it's not that. It's like, bro, they live like whites and blacks and Asians. They just don't mix. They don't mix at all.
At all.
Good, you're a Ridgewood guy, right?
Ridgewood, yeah.
We should talk about Ridgewood more.
Yeah.
It's like one of the last real neighborhoods, I think, in New York City. Like, it's still racist, but it's in the middle of what's gentrification. For some reason, Ridgewood still...
Here's the thing about Ridgewood, okay? I just was there. My mother still lives there. In the house that I grew up in, which a Hasidic Jewish guy just came and offered her $2 million cash for. Oh, yeah. And then my mom's
why are you podcasting, dude? You got inheritance.
Well, no, my mom, she's like, I'm not going to give this up. It's up to you, honey. When I pass away, this is all for you, and I'll know you'll do what's right. I'm like, I'm going to call that Hasidic Jew, and I'll come with the hat and the curls on and be like, Bob, let's do it. Hello.
This house is fucking
I had
sold.
the same honesty with my mother and my father because both put in money for the house that they own together. And I can't wait for you to have your grandkids here and keep it going. I'm like, I'm selling
immediately
before you're even in the dirt.
I was going to say,
this is
Mom,
being sold.
I'd sell the house at your funeral. Who's the highest bidder? I don't give a shit at all.
Who's the lowest bidder? I'm trying to get rid of this shit.
Just give me that cash because I want to fucking get out of this. I'm done.
Who can liquidate this shit? Just give me the cash.
But Ridgewood. So I went to my mom's.
I love Ridgewood, by the way.
Ridgewood is amazing. Here's the thing about Ridgewood. It was a historic German neighborhood. Like the neighborhood was laid out in the eyes of like German. It was all German builders that had come. So the Nazis, before the Nazis like did the Holocaust and like got known as the Nazis today, they were just a political party in Germany that was like, they
were a social club.
They were
just guys shooting the shit,
It was one of those things where the Nazis were like, nope, the atrocities hadn't happened yet. This was years before World War II. They were just a political party. So many known Nazis who went on to be like SS camps and World War II were living in Ridgewood in like the mid 1930s. They had a rally at MSG, sold the fuck out by Nazis in like 1933. Almost,
Nazis moved tickets.
I know, selling tickets. I would have to imagine Ridgewood was empty.
I'm sure, yeah.
Because it's all so it's weird, but like you said, now it's gentrified, and now it's like, but it's like, yo, the root of Ridgewood. It's you know, I'm happy to live there, and I grew up there when it was mostly like I was like one of the only white families left on the block. It was like mostly Asian and Latino that had moved in. So we were like you know, the white family. But back in the day when my mother moved in, she was like, it was the opposite. It was no Asian and Latinos,
really
just
Irish
German.
too.
Yeah, and very Irish. Yeah. But no, you will see, if you see a 95-year-old person walking around Ridgewood and they said they lived there their whole lives, just know they hail Hitler like
100%. Since you're a history buff, did you watch Hunting Hitler?
Did I watch Hunting Hitler? I wrote it.
I actually produced it.
I produced it. I did.
He would love you.
I do. I don't remember.
Your joint TikTok with Hitler would go crazy.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? Yeah.
20,000 Americans attend a Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden.
1939, baby.
Oh, listen, anniversary. You had that. Did you know it was the anniversry?
Is that
today's
today?
February
20th, 1939.
Yeah.
You are
no
good,
wonder there was
Chris.
no traffic.
Wow.
Chrissy, D, look at you, Christery.
No, I didn't know that.
Look at the
Venetia unplugs the camera. So wow, see that this I didn't know. 1939. So you're talking World War II had started already, and this fucking guy they had
20,000 people in
out.
Madison Square Garden, but they hated. They booed Kyrie. But they booed Kyrie. Look at this shit.
No, but the fact that this is during World War II, that's like if ISIS sold out the Barclays right now.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck
Which
is
they
that?
might.
They allowed
Barclays been
this?
struggling.
They're
So
more of
imagine
a,
that's how
they got
bad
a core fan base.
That's
They,
how
you know,
bad Barclays gets.
they'll do
let's just-
SOBs.
Yeah, let's bring fucking ISIS in here.
Look at this shit.
Should we have Putin come and speak?
Bro, I've never known this. I've never seen this picture. This is absolutely insane.
MSG, bro. So but that's the thing about history. When you get into it, it's like, as we just spoke about it on a thing we did we just did an episode about the rape of Nanking. You know about Nanking? So Nanking in China in the late 1930s, basically the Japanese, right? You know, a lot of people are like, you know, like today, like, you know, you watch the media and you're like, you know, how bad, people were, and, you know, everybody's racist and all this stuff. And it's like, bro, the thing is, it's just people who have power. It has nothing to do with race, religion, culture, creed. If you have power, if the human being has power, then they're gonna usually, dude, the most racist shit happens usually intermingling the within your own race.
Yeah.
The Japanese fucking went into China and were raping and killing babies, hitting them on the bayonet, burning people alive just because they wanted their land, looking at the Chinese as subhuman.
Yeah.
This was all happening like, you know, there's people alive who survived the rape of Nanking. So sometimes when I'm like, you know, today's media will want to cause this big divide and like blame it on one group versus the other. It's like, no. This is a human problem, bro. It's not. Yes, it's certain individuals are worse than others, absolutely. But to generalize an entire race and say they're one thing is ludicrous to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with you. Can you pull up that Madison Square Garden photo again?
I'm just blown away that Chris knew it was the 83rd anniversary of the Nazis
I can just
selling out Madison Square Garden.
I can just imagine
Chris
on
know that.
February 19th, 1939, on Myrtle Avenue in Ridgewood, someone going, "Hey, I got floor seats."
I got 4
Section 300. Yeah.
My great grandfather
We're not
walked
gonna
around with
carpool.
these glasses like going to the garden tonight. No, dude, it's fucking look at that George Washington up in lights. Like the Nazis were basically kind of, dude, the American government back then was like, we'll fuck with the Nazis because nobody knew about the Holocaust yet. They were like,
Are you a denier?
a Holocaust denier? No. I'm a survivor. No,
I do have a question. Speaking of all this, where do you guys fall on Kanye? You think that he'll ever come back?
Can he
from
come
all
back?
this craziness?
Well, I told the guys about 2 weeks ago that I felt like Adidas would sit with him and try to make things right, and now it seems like that is what's happening. Only because I just know that, listen, people say things, people do things, but one thing I know just by looking at people is that people eventually get over things and get past things.
Sure.
Like, you know, we just celebrated Karl Malone last night. He's a rapist.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like they are up there.
Right.
He's the second, third all-time leading scorer, NBA history. He raped a 12-year-old. He had a baby with a 12-year-old girl.
girl,
Though.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, so people move on. They move past things. And not only that, if we're going to be gentle with mental health, right, and we're going to show grace to people that suffer from mental health, Why not show grace to Kanye? He obviously suffers from some type of mental health.
Yes, I
Like,
agree.
You can't persecute him for life for that. Like, you know what I mean?
I agree. And let's be honest, Adidas cannot sell those shoes without him.
They can't.
They need.
They're not gonna lose $1 billion a year. No, they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, you gotta just sell. At the end of the. And by the way, Adidas, all really pronounced Adidas, owner Nazi.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Kanye was saying.
Yeah.
He said all of this, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's crazy." He's like, but he's speaking truth.
First fashion icons.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hugo
Dude, we were
Boss
talking
out. They
about
were
this
fucking.
before.
They
I
were
mean,
drippy.
And the Nazis, their uniforms were great.
That's what I'm saying.
They
It was
look
dripped
great.
out.
Hugo Boss. We speak about
man.
this
Yeah,
a lot.
look great.
And me and Pimp were talking before the show. Pimp's friend had a good point. The Nazis, Hitler was about art. Nazis, they preserved all the art. So if you have art museums and all that, you need to thank the Nazis for that.
Yeah.
So let's all thank
Jay-Z
the
raps
Nazis.
about Basquiat to this day because of Hitler. Yeah. If you think about it.
Yes.
But yes, check out Hunting Hitler.
What did you like about Hunting Hitler?
There is an entire community in Argentina
Oh, yes.
that is all German, like still German signs, but it's like not small. It's like 100,000 of them.
Yeah.
And all like the high profile neo-Nazis in the prison system all go back to this village in Argentina. It's really an interesting series. Because Hitler definitely escaped to Argentina. He did not kill
here's
himself.
the thing too about our government back then is some people believe like they actually kind of knew about the Holocaust. The U.S. government and the British government knew a little bit about the Holocaust. What they thought was that the Germans have taken Jewish people against their will and are doing experiments on them, but the experiments were yielding results. So the U.S. and Britain didn't get involved. As a matter of fact, they all start to make money off different pharmaceuticals. I forgot what the actual drugs are, but there's some pharmaceuticals that are available today that were discovered because they just tested it on the Jews. It wasn't until Hitler just started gassing everyone where they're like, okay, this is a bad look. We have to get involved. So nobody's really innocent. That's my point with culture and society.
Yeah.
Nobody's innocent at all. So when you have these people out there that are like, you're bad, I'm good. It's like, no, you're not. We're all little pieces of scumbag shit.
Right.
So stop trying to fucking make everybody into good or bad.
Well, that's why I like history so much, because I feel like as we progress as humans and generations, and we go back and look at things, we start to interpret things a little differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get more information and the world has changed. And it's like, but wait a minute, that doesn't add up. That doesn't seem right. And then you dig more and you're like, oh, okay, that's what it was. Like, you knowing the 83rd anniversary of the Nazis selling out the garden is absolutely insane.
This is all by design.
He's just a history buff.
Chris just had that right there, like waiting. So, did you guys hear about the Nazis? 83rd anniversary, Chris.
Well, it's heartbreaking as an adult that is really into history to do research, because in high school we're just fed Europe, fucking whites are awesome type shit.
Yeah.
And then I thought I was like progressive and shit. Like I fuck with Gandhi. Then I found out Gandhi was an asshole.
He's another one that had 12-year-old
heartbreaking.
girlfriends. You can't listen. You're not going to find anybody from the ancient world or from more than 30 years ago that didn't do some types of wild shit. They all did that.
What is with 12-year-olds and these guys?
I don't know.
Because I think that's when like you typically like a girl's period comes and all that, and then in the the primal brain says, oh, it's getting her period. She's ready for babies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have sex with her. That's like that. It's like, back in the day, I mean, whatever founding father you loved would be no problem marrying a 13-year-old.
Who's
Not an issue at all.
Top 5 dead or alive founding fathers. Name them.
Dead or alive.
Are they?
And I think there was only 4 founding fathers. Dude, the founding fathers today would be so funny to see the founding fathers today. Fucking blue hair. Just
blue hair.
They had blue hair in their 20s.
Yeah. They're in Portland.
I do have a question. You guys believe in ghosts or have any ghost stories?
Yeah, absolutely believe in ghosts.
Yeah? You've seen them?
Okay, so back in like 96, 97, we were in front of a building on my block. And the way the building is designed, we were sitting outside on the stoop, and you can kind of see the building is like once you get through the first door, there's a walk up to another level, and then you have to get buzzed in through that door. And then you can see the stairs inside the building. So my boys are standing in front of the building. My back is to the street. I'm standing closer to the curb, and I'm looking facing the building. And I'm talking to them, and I just see something moving. So I'm thinking it's a reflection in the glass door behind me across the street. So I look back, and I'm looking. I'm like, what is that? And so then they're talking, everybody, but I'm fixed on the staircase now because I'm looking. I'm like, maybe that's a neighbor walking, but it didn't look like a person. It was just like something, a white like dot or just object was just moving. And I'm looking, and then it turned around and it was just spinning, and then it just like went into the back of the building, and I was like, what the and I told everybody, and they turned around, they was like, what are you talking about? I said, bro, I swear to God, I just saw some weird shit. I don't know what the fuck that was. And this is 96, so it's not like it's no strobe like LEDs in the
building.
building.
Ask you quick, were you in the middle of a juice fast?
Yeah.
No, I was in the middle of a
zero
strawberry,
protein in his body.
I was in the middle of a strawberry shake from McDonald's. That's in the middle of that.
Yeah.
That's what I was in the middle of. Yeah. It was crazy though. I don't know what it was. I'm not saying it was a ghost, but it was something. It was definitely an object in the building, in the lobby, that was just moving side to side, and then it spun around, and then it just completely disappeared. I was like, what the fuck was that? And people believe me. They're like, nah, you probably did, but I don't know. That's the only...
I really want to trip on shrooms with you.
Shrooms?
But like not microdose. Like I want to go. I want to go there with
I
you.
actually found some shrooms last night in an old box.
Can you take them? Yeah, right? They don't go bad.
Yeah.
I don't think
What's
they
the
go
expiration on that?
I don't know.
You might have a weird trip though.
I was gonna hit Belly and find out if they, because he's my like shroom guru.
Yeah.
I was gonna hit him and find out, but I don't know.
Do you guys do any like ayahuasca, psychedelic drugs?
No, I
want
want to do the ayahuasca. We sat with Mike Tyson a few years ago, and he told us about his experience with it. With
the toad.
With the toad and what it
the
does.
DMT.
Yeah. He went all the way there. He said it felt like everybody knew all his secrets.
Yeah.
I said, Mike, I think everybody knows your secrets. Yeah. But he said he felt like he was asleep for like 1,000 years, and he just had a conversation with God, and he was like, you have to be ready for that type of feeling and that experience to go that deep.
But he probably came out calmer, right?
Oh,
A lot of
absolutely.
people come out more calm, and they kind of feel
Mike,
like
Mike can only come out calm.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. There's no more aggressive Mike.
Yeah.
We've seen the most aggressive Mike.
Do you think you'd have a better chance of surviving one punch to the face from Mike Tyson or the Holocaust?
I'm gonna say
There are survivors of the Holocaust.
Yeah, not many.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I could survive the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if Mike hits you in the right
Because
spot,
that's a chance. That's like a line leader type of thing. Think there's any line leaders in the Holocaust?
Oh, absolutely.
Remember the kid in like
Yeah.
first grade that always wanted to lead the line?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I would be
never
like
mind.
a snitch if I was in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, he's Jewish. I don't know if you know that. He's Jewish. No, guys don't know. I know.
Yeah, man.
I did a sound journey.
What is that?
It's a specific amount.
White boys ride around listening to Eminem and smoke.
Yeah.
This sounds like
Fucking
a
hate my mom.
This
fucking
this sounds
understand
very
me, man.
Bayside.
Well, we did it in Greenpoint.
Yeah. So what is a sound journey?
Sound journey. So you take a specific amount of mushrooms and MDMA together.
Okay.
And
MDMA is like ecstasy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a specific dose mixed with the mushrooms, but a very, very high dose. Like you're not sitting there like giggling, like you go to another fucking dimension. And it's live music. You're blindfolded. So instead of letting your eyes take you through shit, the music
Sounds
takes you.
do. How
Yeah.
long does it last?
6 hours maybe.
Did you have any experience? Like, what did you feel coming out of that?
Oh, I hated myself more.
Did you really? So
yeah.
it was negative.
I dealt with the aggressive tones really well. Anytime like happy noises came in, I got really anxious and didn't know what to do with them. But when it got really aggressive and dark and angry, I felt really comfortable. So once I came out of the trip, I was like,
You're a psycho.
yeah,
You need these glasses.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Wow.
You might be a serial killer.
Now, what about you? Family, kids, want anything?
There's a fan question.
Is there?
They wanted
Good.
to know if DJ Academics would catch hands.
From me, I would never. I'm just a different. I'm 41, bro. I'm not. I mean, anybody could catch hands if necessary. Like if you're aggressive with me, but just off of like words on the internet and all of that, he wants to be friends. That's what he wants.
And what do you think about that role in the business and how it's like expanding all these like bloggers? Do you think it's good for the community or not?
I think if bloggers have some type of integrity, I think that everybody has access to the internet and things like that, social media. And I'm a guy that I don't think that everybody deserves a voice or a platform. I think a lot of people have they're spewing bullshit, just the wrong messages. But I think if you have something of substance to add to the ecosystem, go for it. You know what I mean? I don't get caught up in that. Oh, you shut the fuck up. I don't argue back and forth on the internet with people because most of the time you see these guys in real life, they're humble, sweet. it's just entertainment. They love to pull that one. So I just approach everything with that. Like this is all. It's just camera. Guys see cameras and lights, and they turn into a characters. That's
I'd rather sell less tickets, not hurting anyone, than more tickets if that came at the expense of doing material about, like, anytime and again, whatever people want to do.
Yeah.
But for me, anytime like a comedian like falls on hard times, gets in trouble, whatever, I'll never do material about it. I'll never tweet about it because it's like it's
corny.
Bro, the guy's already or girl's already going through enough. I don't fucking need to pile on from your own community now. Go fuck yourself. Even if that would get me to sell those last, I don't give a shit. I'll take less money and less tickets.
Man with integrity.
What people forget is we're all on our own journeys here doing this. It's like, it's like when somebody notices, me, I'm sure it happens to you guys too in the streets where it's like, so like, oh, hey, Chris, come here. It's like, dude, I'm a fucking human being. I'm a man. I'm not your bitch. Because you see me on television or entertainment, I'm happy to entertain you. It's really like a blessing to like make other people laugh. But sometimes it crosses a line where it's like, you're going to make a comment to me and expect me to do what you want. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
So I kind of, and that's all part of like.
You treated me that way at Ludlow House when we first met. When I went up to you like a meet and greet, it's like, hey man, big fan. We should do a joint pod together.
Oh, what did I say?
And you're like, yeah, I got my agents on the way. DM me.
Yeah, well, I just.
Then you saw the verified check like a hoe. And you replied.
Well, that was probably Venetia was running my Instagram back then, or social media back then.
Or your girl. She might have replied.
Yeah. Wait, I don't even remember seeing you at the Ludlow House.
I think that's how we connected. I am joking a bit, but I did approach you like almost like it felt meet and greetish. You were like, oh yeah, if you're a fan.
Really?
I'm like, no, I'm in the podcast space too, man.
Chris was probably drunk.
No, it was the middle of the day.
No, I wasn't. Maybe I was
drunk in the middle.
No,
of the
you
day.
know what it was? I was juicing. I was in the middle of my juice fast.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. Well, you know what? That might have been a time when I was probably how many years ago was it? Was it pre-COVID?
No, it was relatively.
Chris takes his like Soho house rules very seriously, so he's all like he has wanted to.
He doesn't talk to nobody. It's Soho House.
He seems like the type that doesn't go to Soho House, only Ludlow. Like, yeah. I'm more of a Ludlow House guy.
No, I went to the meatpacking Soho House last week, and I shout out Venetia and my dad went on a date there once.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Venetia, yes, Venetia and my father. My father ordered a cheeseburger and a Diet Coke from the Soho House. It was nice. Yeah, and
sir, we don't have that on the cheeseburger.
Like, what? Do you want falafel sprouts? It's like, nah, just a cheeseburger and a fucking Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And
they took avocado toast.
No, I'm sorry if that. I see that. That's. I might have been in a phase. I might have been in a phase where
you were transitioning.
Listen, I'm on Joe Budden's side. That's what it is. I had just finished a podcast with Joe, and I was like, I can't do this. And
look at this lackey.
Yeah. I was like, when will they figure it out?
Giannis, if you're available, I'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, seriously.
I do have one more question.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Ice Spice. Do you guys think she could really be the future of New York rap?
Well, I root for anybody from the Bronx. So I'm hoping. I think that she has I think they're gearing up to push her, like the same way they did Cardi. I like her. I think people like her. She has a likable energy about her. I think her, because her hair and all that, she looks like a character, so the kids are gonna love her. So she has all of the things that make a star. So I'm hoping, and anything that I could do to help get her to that point, then I'm rooting for her.
Yeah, and I root for anyone ginger. So
yeah,
he's the Bronx side.
Ginger's got to stick together.
All right, Ice Spice. I like it. I'm gonna get familiar. Hi, Ice Spice.
Gonna download her music.
Yeah.
I love the Q&A so far. Hands from DJ Academics, or is Ice Spice the future of hip hop? You guys are crushing these questions.
Yeah. All right, good. I like her. Well, Pimp's more in the music game. By the way, speaking of music, is country music? It's not as people accept country music now. Right? It's not like, remember it used to be all those memes, give me the aux cord, country music, your car's on fire. I feel like people like country music now.
Thanks to Lil Nas X.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got to check. Well, I really love country music now. Julian, what's the country artist's name that has she has the nice shape?
Ice Spice.
What's her name? It's
Dolly Parton?
No, definitely not Dolly Parton. I forgot her name. I'll figure out her name, but she's.
The girl from Yellowstone. She was in that show Yellowstone.
Was she?
Yeah, she's an I guess she's a singer first, but yeah, because I noticed her ass when I was watching the show Yellowstone, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, Google Yellowstone actress big butt. I think it might be Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson, that's her name.
Her ass is serious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she's bringing back country music.
It's all they play at the MAGA rallies, anyways. You had
There
to get
you
used
go.
to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I need to get my MAGA soundtrack up. Left, right there. Oh my gosh. Look at
Wow. Is that real?
that. That's very real.
That's
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 cornbread.
real.
That's cornbread.
Yeah.
cornbread.
She probably doesn't even work out. That's just
That's gravy. That's just playing the guitar.
yummy in my tummy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Nice. Well, Dr. Drew, I saw on the Your Mom's House podcast, I think it was, said that if you're out there eating ass, you're gonna get sick. You can't eat ass.
I think it depends on which ass you eat.
But it's just saying that the acid, I think it's the acid that comes from even a clean asshole doesn't go. It wasn't designed to be eaten, so you're just gonna get sick if
He
it
hasn't
doesn't
shit
happen
in
immediately.
4 days, so it's got to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you're
ladies,
juicing,
if you're out there, Mal's got his ass is safe.
Oh man.
but I feel like I've
Board of
eaten
Health.
enough ass, and I've had some congestion, but I think I have the antibodies for the most part for
the ass?
shit.
When you had COVID, that would be the perfect time to eat ass.
Yeah.
And they said you could catch COVID from the ass now.
Really?
Yeah, that was the
interesting.
thing. Like from the poop. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever caught the sniffles after eating ass?
No.
I'm just naturally congested, so I don't know if it was the ass.
Yeah, it's just the cheese.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I don't think so.
He's Irish. No,
Yeah,
he's
I
not.
feel
Yeah.
like you are though.
He's
I could
potato
be.
intolerant.
If you're always. Oh, what is this? Kendall Jenner is dating Bad Bunny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because apparently Bad Bunny doesn't really speak English very well, so everybody's like, how are they even communicating?
Oh, good. So it's like
Translate.
my life.
Yeah, Google Translate.
I had sex with a girl off a translator app.
Yeah. So every guy that goes
Off
to
the
Columbia.
translator app.
Like, if she didn't speak English when we met, and we just used the translator app.
Was she Latina?
Yes.
Nice. The best.
Yeah.
Was she an escort?
No, she didn't charge me, so
Yeah.
maybe she did it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
She was a Democrat.
Yeah. All right.
Us demon rats got to stick together.
All right, fellas. Where are you guys going after this? Are you guys going to do Flagrant 2 after this?
I was gonna ask, but is there Andrew Schultz beef?
I was going to say the last three guests that have done Chrissy Chaos, just the way the schedule works, have done Flagrant 2 right after.
No, we're not on a press run.
Yeah.
No, not Andrew Schultz. No, why would there be Andrew Schultz beef? Schultz and I started together.
Yeah, I just feel like there's an overall New York comic beef.
I thought me and
you
Andrew
guys
had
hide it
beef,
well.
and I bumped into him literally on the street.
No, Schultz is cool as shit.
Cool.
I think the thing what happens too with, at least with comics, I'm sure it's the same in music, is once you feel, I can understand comics who maybe are not where they want to be in this career would be like, have shit to say.
Yeah.
But once you're eating a big enough piece of the pie, I'm like, I don't care, whatever I'm genuinely nothing but happy because I'm like,
You focused on your own shit.
I'm doing my own shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, Radio City Musical, September 22nd, New York City, baby.
I mean, I do admire, because I know comedians deep down probably hate each other, but I do admire how much you guys help each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you guys share podcast fan bases really
New
fucking well. I admire
Here's
the
what I'll
comedian
say,
space.
too, about, you mentioned Schultz. That guy, he will put up your clips or have you on his pod or shout you out on his major platform without, it's not like you have to run anything, but he'll do it without you asking. Just retweet, shows of love. And that, all of us kind of pretty much do that because it's like, why would I, you're not going to take any tickets from me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't, my fans are coming to see me, then they're going to watch Ice Spice.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm
Same
not,
fan base.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like any beef for me is, it just takes too much energy to
Yeah,
be mad at
it's
somebody
stupid.
and hate.
It's
I'm
stupid.
like, whatever. Because again, that's what entertainment has become. We're all like these little countries now. It's like your fan base and what you guys are doing, it doesn't matter at all to my fan base. They might both be fans of the both of ours, but they're going to come see my show one night and then your show the next night.
Yeah.
They don't. It's anybody who thinks that, there's a quote where say, life, sometimes you're behind, sometimes you're ahead, but at the end, the race is long and it's only with yourself. That's what I believe. It's like, dude, you're only, if you and I went on an audition and we are, it's the parts for a white guy, borderline gay from New York City area, we both fit that.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
both fit that bill. But if you get it versus me, it was never my part to get. It was always your part, even if it's identical.
Who can
Absolutely.
out-feminine each other in the
Exactly,
audition.
dude.
It's stupid. We just make a lot of obstacles and beefs and shit that's just absolutely stupid. Like I said, I thought me and Schultz had a little thing at one point. Not really a beef, but it was words back and forth. Bumped into him right here on the street. Actually, it was during COVID. I had a mask on. He was walking with his wife. He just looked at my sneakers. He's like, "Yo, those are fire." He didn't know it was me.
Right.
I took the mask off. I was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, oh, shit. And we had like a 20-minute conversation in the middle of the street.
Yeah, because
super cool.
Because at the end, what's the point? That's why even going back and forth with someone in like a Twitter beef or an Instagram beef, to me, it always makes whoever the top higher, it makes you look so corny.
Yeah.
If you're like getting involved, it's like, why do you fucking care? Say people, dude. This is the real world. You think there's 8 billion of us. You think everyone's gonna like everything you do?
Right.
For the people,
some people think that.
Yeah, dude. For the people like, you know, if I'll see it like, you know, shit on my comedy, it's like good. That mean you know what that means to me? That I'm not a hack. Because a hack, you know, if you're doing an Asian or bad drivers jokes, of course everyone's gonna laugh at that. But you're a fucking piece of shit hack, and you should be burned to death like you have diabetes in Salem in 1695.
But you do have a point at the end of the day because they can't drive.
Yeah.
I would like to see a limited podcast series of the Guy Code alumni.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really fucking cool.
Schultz wants
That'd
too
be
much
dope.
money.
Shit, and I feel like Pete might be the.
Pete wouldn't do it.
You don't think so?
But
If it was Charlemagne, you, Little Duval.
no, actually,
Schultz,
he might do it.
I think that would be
he
cool.
might do it.
Cool reunion.
I think first of all, I would do that. I think like you said, limited run. Yeah, there's a lot. Charlemagne, Duval, all these people. I feel like everybody did Guy Code. Mm-hmm. Charlemagne. I think we could do it. I don't know if it would be a podcast. Maybe it would have to be like a limited, quick. Yeah. Maybe like do Guy Code again, but just for like. Just quick. I don't know. I think there's too many agents involved now. The business is too.
Did you know that when you Google your name in basketball, that a picture of Chris Mullen comes up next to you playing?
Yeah, because I did Giannis and I did a sketch called Chris Mullen and the Crew of 82, where we did some whole sketch where we made believe Chris Mullen was my father, and people actually believed it.
Rory actually sent that to me years ago.
And then Mitch Richmond reached out to me and was like, "Dude, Chris and I are dying laughing at this." And then I saw Chris.
That was great.
I saw Chris Mullen actually at the Barclays Center, and I just gave him like fist pound, and I was like, Chris, and he was like, you the guy that did the sketch? Said I was your dad. I was like, are you? Yeah. And then he just laughed and kept it moving.
Bay Ridge legend.
Yeah, I know.
Is this you top left?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're aging great.
Baby, there it is, baby. That looks like a guy running February 20th, 1939 to get to the Garden.
100%.
That's who that guy looks like.
Couldn't find parking.
Yeah. Look, I'm in my school's Hall of Fame, Division III.
This is definitely giving date rape frat party. For sure.
That's
you didn't earn that pussy that night.
This is the worst one. I mean, that is a skinhead. That is storming there. This is skinhead bullshit. Yeah, look at that.
No.
I just wrote Tess.
You went crazy at Supercuts that day.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and look, this Division III fucking dumb white kid, I was going to just throw his head through the wall. That was at Bishop Lachlan.
Oh, yeah, that is Bishop Lachlan.
That's Bishop.
I can see the purple fucking bleachers.
Yeah, I would just pound people back then. I don't know why I would just shave my head. I was like, this will look good and this will age well.
That was like, you must have been in your Jason Williams era.
Yeah. Dude, you know the Jason Williams who killed someone? Mm-hmm. I played, because when I was maybe a sophomore in college, I would play with there was this league called RPSA. It had Division I guys had a team. It was it was kind of like in that West 4th type thing. So I played on a team, and Rod Strickland was on my team.
Nice.
Legend, bro. And it was amazing. And one game, he brought down Jason Williams. Mm-hmm. And it was interesting because Jason, was already out there, whatever, news out there. And I remember multiple times, I know because it was me who did it, I threw an alley-oop to Jason Williams and he dunked it because it's so easy. He was so much bigger than everybody else. And he would be like, good pass, and then go like this, making his hands guns. It's like, stop doing this. Dude, you just went to jail for accidentally shooting. Stop with the gun thing in public. I was like, what is he? This guy doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is?
Yeah, dude, he would
Jason
just go
Williams
like that.
To everybody.
Yeah, he would be like, bang, good pass. I was like,
who does that for a good pass?
I know,
nobody does that.
I always thought, I was like, what is wrong with him?
It's like OJ being a sous chef. Too
too
soon.
What are you doing, man?
All right, baby. Where can people see you next?
Or
see you at all?
We just got back from tour last year. We did fucking 4 months in a row.
Yeah. All right,
we'll be home.
Where give us your butt plugs. Where can people see you?
New Rory and Mal, YouTube, anywhere you get a podcast.
And the pod is once a week or twice a week?
Twice a week.
Twice a week,
baby. Putting in that work.
Patreon,
Absolutely.
New Rory and Mal.
That's
YouTube,
it, baby.
fucking go download the episodes.
Download each episode.
Download each episode. Absolutely, man. Good luck with the juice fast.
Thank you, man.
Good
We're
luck.
gonna take Mal to Staten Island.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Dude, come to Staten Island.
I'm with
It'll
it.
be you can't bring your juice though.
No, I won't
No.
let you in
Yeah.
there. No.
They would consider that that would be a weapon of mass destruction. They'd be like, "Well, hey, we got to confiscate that."
Yeah. There's a word that starts with an F.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to bring that word back. That's such a great word.
Yeah.
That's
Describes
such a great
things pretty
word.
well.
I want to bring it back.
Oh, dude, I fucking want to scream it right now. Just know I'm saying it in my head.
I know you said it as soon as you picked this up. He was like, look at this
Oh,
guy.
I didn't know Mal was here.
How do you do? Well,
All right, guys. Well, and you could see me, ChristyComedy.com, September 22nd, Radio City. So that's the big one, and everything else I think is sold out or close to sold out.
I'm
So
gonna come check that out.
yeah,
come
congrats,
through,
man.
baby.
That's
September
amazing.
20. Yeah, I actually, I asked because I'm friendly with Fat Joe, and I asked him to open or close the show with a song, and he asked for too much money.
Yeah.
I was like, yikes.
Come on, Joe. Do
I
it
was
for the
like,
love.
Joe, I mean, literally with that kind of money, Biden can send another package of missiles to the Ukraine.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a lot. All right, see you later.